Hari Om and welcome to all the Divine Atma Jyotis to today's AVSC Satsang. Let us continue our Advaita Makaranda contemplation. So today's shloka is 19. I now request Kamlaji to chant and also share her initial viewpoint.
Hari Om. Jada jada vibhagoyam ajade mayi kalpitaha bitti bhage same chitra charatar vibhagavat. The distinction between the inert and the conscious is merely an illusion superimposed on me. The indivisible reality, just like the division between moving and unmoving objects, is imagined on a uniform wall in a painting. Okay. So, what I understand from this shloka is um, the duality, whatever we see as a layman, as a normal person, there is a Paramatma and Jivatma, all these things is merely an illusion. When we so in my own way I'm telling Vijayji, so
Please.
when we see when we put a goggle and see the world, we may think that everything looks in the same color, but when we remove that goggles and see the world, then we will know what is the difference. Okay, so in the same way, we feel that it is a Maya. That illusion is a Maya, because of which we see that we are different from others. But actually, the Atman has no difference. When we see, we don't need anybody's or we don't need any guidance to see our. I mean, to realize or to know the awareness or existence of ourselves. Like that. So why is it so? Because this existence, Sat and Chit, are permanent, right? It is not we that existence and awareness is common. It is permanent. It is not temporary. But when we see all the objects in that, we are permanent in the we as an energy form is permanent. So when we have to think in that way, but when we see the world in the body, mind, intellect, consciousness, then we see that it is a duality. All these are temporary, and there is jada, there is a living object, there is non-living object. All those things we are seeing it. Um, so, but I don't understand the last thing. Division between moving and unmoving objects is imagined on a uniform wall in a painting. That I don't. What is a uniform wall in a painting? I do not understand.
Okay. Let me just share a simple example.
Is it like the screen they are telling Vijayji? Usually we the
Okay, so
screen.
now in
Uh,
this picture that you're seeing now,
uh,
um, can you describe this picture? What all you are seeing? Can you describe?
all right. Okay. So this is like a flag
Yeah.
having different colors
Yeah.
and a circle in it.
Yeah.
Okay. So it is basically a flag is a which is a piece of cloth in which there are different colors.
Correct. And what else do you notice in this picture, where my mouse is moving?
The
What else
sky
is
is there,
happening? Yeah, sky
right?
is there. And what is happening to the flag itself?
Flag is waving, right?
Flag is waving. So now you're seeing all this, right? So there is a flag that is waving, and it is our Indian tricolor flag. There is sky. All this is there. So in this picture, what is moving and what is not moving?
See, the object is moving actually. The seer, I am not moving, right? My vision is not moving.
Sure. But in this picture, if you were to describe from your viewpoint,
The
what is
pole is
moving?
not moving, and then the flag is moving.
The sky is not moving.
Yes,
The
is not.
the flag is moving. That is the answer that you get, correct?
Right.
Okay. Now, notice a little more clearly. Is the flag moving, or what is moving? What is moving? What is actually moving right now? Kamalaji, as you answer me, what is giving you the perception of moving? What is actually moving fundamentally from your viewpoint?
From my viewpoint, is that object, that flag is moving.
True. Is the flag actually moving, or the image of the flag coming through your eyes into your mind, and in the mind there is a thought pattern that says it is moving? What is moving? Fundamentally, what is moving?
Fundamentally, see, the flag is moving. That idea is given into my mind, and because of I conceptualize it as moving.
Correct. So you are seeing a thought, and the thought says moving. So
Right.
what is actually moving? If at all something is moving, it's your thoughts that are moving.
Correct.
The flag, neither the flag nor the sky, nothing is actually moving. It's an
Huh.
illusion that you are creating in your own mind.
Right. Right. Okay.
Correct?
Right. Correct.
Now, for a moment, similarly, notice life, as we see through this apparatus called eyes.
Mm.
Through the eyes, isn't this what actually always that is coming to
Giving
your mind?
opinions. Right. Always, some whatever we see, hear, or do, we frame an opinion and feel that that opinion is real.
Huh. But right now, to continue to focus on the eyes, because in a picture, moving and
Mm.
non-moving.
Acha, okay. Mm.
Right now, is my hand moving in the video?
Right.
My hand is
Yes.
moving. But
Moving.
from your viewpoint, again, you can take the same analogy of the sky and the flag.
Mm.
So is my hand moving, or is your thought moving?
No,
Is my
your
hand
hand,
moving?
your
Is my hand
hand.
moving?
See, because I see and your hand is moving, it is giving my mind that the hand is moving.
What is
So,
happening is,
mm,
if at all, let's go a little, like how we do in uh, science, right?
mm,
So for example,
mm,
imagine, we were to write a simple graph, okay? A simple graph. So this is x-axis, this is y-axis. X-axis is time, right? Y-axis is what is coming through your eyes, okay? Let's say like that. So x-axis, on the x-axis is time. And then on the y-axis, we have, say, sensations through eyes, right? So now, at a particular point of time, let's say, as I begin, if you were to really keenly observe, you know how video is made, right? What is a
mm.
video? A video is nothing but series of photos, but run at a particular speed.
Okay.
If you go into a video, there is no video, meaning there is nothing is really moving. It is nothing but series of photos run at a particular speed. It is called
Okay.
as frame rate. And when the
Okay.
frame rate is at a certain speed,
Mm.
the mind perceives it as motion. So
Oh, okay.
really happening
Okay.
is, at this time, no, at this time, okay, the hand is in this position.
Acha.
And,
Understood, Vijayji.
and at this time, the hand is in slightly different position, different
Ah,
position. So a
correct.
series of snapshots like
Mm, mm,
that is coming into you,
mm,
but the speed with which it is coming is so high, and there is a particular speed. If I'm not wrong, it is um, 24 frames per second. I think that is when the mind perceives it as movement. Otherwise, it perceives it as static. We can find out that specific information. Um, when does when does brain perceive movement? At what frame rate? So yeah, 24 frames per second, right? So at a speed of 24 frames per second
Ah,
is when, so which means that if let's say
it
this
will.
is 1 second, if
Ah,
this is 1 second between here to here,
ah,
in that 1 second, if 24 frames come to you,
correct.
then your brain and your mind together interpret it as movement.
Right. Understood, Vijayji.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in reality, meaning what? From your fundamental viewpoint,
Mm,
all this is
moving.
in that sensation when the frame rate is changing. So now that is why when I put this picture in front of you and asked what is moving, because of the past impression you have,
Ah,
you called it as movement.
mm,
Otherwise, this is one single frame. This is one single frame.
mm,
But your mind, because of the past impression, said, look, this keeps on moving because this keeps on fluttering.
mm.
This is a pure memory. From memory, I'm answering. It is actually not moving.
Yeah. And in a similar way, in life also, nothing is really moving because of the sensation, change in the sensation at a certain point of, at a particular speed, you are interpreting it as movement and no movement.
Mm.
What is silence, G? What is silence?
There is no movement.
There is
Any
no
thought.
sensation through
Ah,
the apparatus called as ear,
okay.
isn't it? If there is no sensation, this apparatus is still there. There is no sensation coming in through this. See, right now I'm speaking. How do you know I'm speaking? If there is no
Through my.
pause, if there is no pause between two sounds,
Mm,
can you even notice the sound?
no.
No. So the silence is absence of sound,
Acha, okay, right.
isn't it?
Right.
And where is it absent? Where is it absent? It is absent in your mind.
Mind.
So sound is coming through your ears,
Mm,
and for some time it is absent. That gap you notice, and then you also notice the sound coming. Then you say sound came, and
mm,
then between these two time snaps,
mm,
time period, whatever
mm,
comes, you may, depending upon how you have been trained, different
mm.
languages. See, how do you know I've spoken a word? How do you know
Be-
I've spoken a sentence? If I simply
Because.
continue to keep on making some English like words and I keep on speaking, how do you know that in all this right now I've said so many things? Where
Mm.
do you put punctuation? How do you understand all this?
Because I listen to you and I know the language you speak.
So all this interpretation is happening in your mind.
Your mind.
So like that, what is moving fundamentally?
The images and thoughts which is there in my mind.
In your mind. So the only thing that is moving is within you. The fundamental answer you can give is mind is moving.
Mind is moving.
And when the mind doesn't move, you can interpret that as no movement. So what is sound? So you're noticing some movement called as sound sensations. When those sound sensations are absent, you interpret that as silence.
Right.
Similarly,
So
what is no movement in this whatever that is coming through the eyes?
Mm,
If between two frames, if the image is still the same
mm.
between two frames, between T1 and
The image is
T2,
same.
exactly, if I am still like this, you'll say I'm not moving. I've become a vigraha, right?
Right.
Like that, we say, oh, I got stunned and I froze. I
Mm.
froze.
Correct.
So no movement.
Mm.
This your mind interprets as inert.
Movement and non-movement. Okay.
That's all. It is in your mind you are stamping this as inert.
Mm.
See, for example, right now, if there is this no movement and simply there is a sound coming, you say that okay, so this is a picture and there is somebody speaking. You don't connect it as a person speaking if the person is simply like this. Whereas if the person is moving and saying, what happened, this happened, that happened, then you connect picture and the sound also.
Mm.
The magic of the movie is this only. There is a series of photos and the sound has been mixed in such a way that at that particular point of time, especially if the camera zooms in towards the face, the lip movement is what is very important.
Mm.
That is why, especially when you see movies which are dubbed, you don't feel natural
Yeah.
because the lip seem to be saying something else to you, where the sound seems to be saying something else to you.
Mm.
And that's the whole magic of movie.
Mm.
So now, are you able to see what is being said here?
So that's what the division between the moving and unmoving objects is imagined on a uniform wall in a painting. So the uniform wall in a painting by which the Kavi means is our mind. So we are only imagining that the something is moving and something is not moving. And that division itself is an illusion.
At a fundamental level. At a visible level also, the uniform wall is there. As an example, see, the sky is a uniform wall.
Mm.
It is not changing. It is
Right.
again the backdrop of the sky that you're able to interpret this as. See, if I ask you which is moving and which is not moving in this picture, you will say this flag is moving, the pole is not moving.
Mm.
Why? Against the backdrop of this particular unmoving
Sky,
sky,
object.
you are seeing that this position is not changing at all, whereas this position is changing time to time. So you
Right.
interpret this as this is moving,
Mm.
this is not moving.
Mm.
But now, fundamentally, if I press you and ask you, okay, where are you seeing? What is the fundamental uniform wall? The fundamental uniform wall is you. You are not moving. If you were also moving, there won't be any possibility of noticing because you are that uniform wall. You are like that sky, which is not at all moving. Against your background, what is moving and what is not moving can be interpreted by your mind. Otherwise, what is the background for the mind? What is the equivalent of the sky for the mind? Are you
So
able
the
to see?
uniform, yeah. So the uniform wall is not even the mind, but our consciousness. No,
But
Vijayji.
not your consciousness. You.
Ah,
Against me, the mind is able to see change and no change. I am unchanging. And what is change? Mind itself is change. So I am able to then notice the change. Is that distinction bringing clarity?
Yes, yes.
So now, going back to the questions, if you were to interpret, what is the criteria for dividing inert and conscious? How will you divide?
So this criteria is because of our ignorance, and it is happening in the mind, right?
Sure. So what is the criteria that you are applying for jada and ajada? What is conscious and what is not conscious?
Something which is live, we say it is consciousness, and something which is inert, we say it does not move or does not have life, but it exists.
And what is life? What is the criteria for what is life? Movement. So
Action,
is movement life?
Movement, yes.
So now,
Movement, growth.
okay, so
grow.
let us interpret that little deeply. In this picture of the flag, which is inert and which is conscious? If we were to go with that criteria, movement, then flag is moving. Flag must be conscious. And the sky is not at all moving. Sky must be inert.
Mhm.
And we will end up interpreting pole also as inert.
Hmm.
Right? So therefore, is movement an indication of life?
A very small indication. Otherwise, life is something which grows.
Something which grows, or something which continuously is changing, right?
Change. Yeah.
Yeah. Because sometimes even a person who's decaying, we don't call him as growing, but decaying. But we still say alive, right?
Even objects change.
Yeah. No, but first I want her to get the clarity
Okay.
between growth and decay.
Correct.
Is that distinction clear, Rajni ji?
Correct.
Yeah. So sometimes decay is also indication of life.
Correct.
So which means that fundamentally what is that we are noticing? Some change is what we are noticing. Correct, no?
Correct.
Now please reflect. Is there anything in the world which is not changing?
Nothing. Everything changes.
Everything changes. And now please reflect on the next question. Where is everything changing? Where is it changing? Where is it changing?
It is in my mind,
It
or
is in
it is
your
my
mind.
perception.
It's only in your mind that it is changing, correct? How is it changing in your mind? You took a snap at some point of time and you see it in another point of time. You compare between these two and you say, between that snap and this snap, there is a change. And that is how you notice the change.
Okay.
Correct?
Correct.
So fundamentally, it is in your mind that you notice the change. And there is no way to say whether there is anything outside of your mind. Correct? Have you ever seen anything outside of your mind?
No.
Whatever you have experienced till today, even now, is all in the some kind of a screen that you are naming as mind, correct?
Correct.
Now, where is mind? Where is mind?
Mind, there are two ways of looking at it. Mind is in the body, and the bigger picture is in the consciousness.
Fundamentally, where is mind? Where is body itself? Body is seen in the mind, no? See, if you did not have a mind, how will you say there is a body?
Correct, correct.
Body itself is in the mind, no?
हाँ.
Where is mind itself?
जीवा जिसे बोलते हैं, we call this as a
Jiva is another technical word. Let's not get confused. Right now, let's just simply see. Where is body? In the mind. Is that clear?
Yes.
Where is mind? Where are you noticing mind? What do you call as mind? Where is that?
In the awareness.
In you, correct?
In you, correct. In you.
If you are not there, there is no mind.
Correct, correct, correct.
So, are you inert or are you conscious?
Conscious.
And everything that you see is in the mind. So, can mind be inert or conscious? Actually, there is nothing that is unconscious. Because of you, everything is getting the consciousness. Because your very nature is consciousness. However, when you see the picture on the mind, you simply divide based on moving, not moving, growing, not growing, decaying, not decaying. So, through these criteria, which are not necessarily examined, there's a labeling that is happening. Otherwise, fundamentally, everything that you have ever experienced and are experiencing is within you, who is the very source of consciousness. So, whatever you're experiencing is not outside of you, is within you. The very source of consciousness. And whatever that is experienced, how that thing is happening, the only material that is possible is you, for that mind also to appear. So you are the very source on which that even that object is getting created. And that very object is you only. So that object cannot be but other than conscious. So fundamentally, the nature of that object is transient, means it appears and disappears. But what is it? It is consciousness only. If you were to think of a movie, no, as an example, something appears on the screen. Let's say there is a swan flying on the screen. What is appearing as swan? What is appearing as the swan on the screen in the movie theater, Rajniji? What is appearing as a swan in the movie theater? What appears as that swan in the movie theater? You've gone to the movie theater, you've seen the movies. Let's say there is a swan flying, okay,
Correct.
on the screen. What is appearing as that swan?
It's a picture.
Correct. But what is appearing as that picture in that moment? What is appearing as that picture in the movie theater?
That is swan itself, no? Or
No.
it is my
In the
mind.
movie theater, I'll show you one. Okay, so let's take this example. Okay, see here, this is how a typical movie theater experience is, right?
Yeah.
On the screen, you see some picture appearing, correct? Now, my question is, what is appearing as that picture in that moment in the movie theater?
It's on the screen.
Correct,
Light.
it's on the screen. It's on the screen, but what is appearing as that picture?
The object. Which
Whatever we are trying to project it from the projector.
Light.
See, ultimately, from the projector, a beam of light is appearing, no, Rajniji?
Yeah, correct.
That beam of light is what here gets shown as a swan. Why? Because between the light and the screen, there is a film strip.
Huh.
Because the light is coming through the film strip, on the screen it appears as swan. So what is really appearing as swan on the screen?
The film projected by the light on the screen.
But what is there on the screen? The only thing that is there on the screen, what is that? Is the
Light.
swan there? Is the swan there?
Light. No.
No. Is the film strip there?
No.
Light is there.
Light.
So light itself is appearing as swan. Can I say that?
Okay.
Are you able to see that?
Uh-huh.
Whatever image that is appearing on the screen is nothing but light only, but light appearing as swan, as chariot, as whatever objects that appear on the screen in that moment in the movie.
That will also depend on the film. Na?
That is correct. It depends on the film. But what is appearing as that particular object in that point of time? It's light only, no?
Because of light. Because of light, yeah.
No, not just because of light. It is light only appearing as that object. See, it's a very important distinction. It is light only that is passing through that film, and when it is seen on the screen, it appears as that object. Otherwise, without a film also, I can simply have light and there won't be any
Yes, then
picture.
Vijayji, then one thing is important. The film is also equally important. Na? If there is no
That
film,
is
there is only
correct.
light.
No one is denying that. I'm not denying that movie is because of the film also. I'm not now talking about movie. I'm asking you to reflect on, if I remove the film strip, there will be light still on the screen? Yes or no?
Correct.
But will there be any picture on the screen?
No.
But light still exists, correct?
Yes.
Now I insert a film strip. Now, is light still there?
Light is still there.
And now how is the light appearing now when the film strip is there?
Whatever is on the film. If it is a swan, it will be appearing.
Exactly. Now if I remove the film strip, what appears? Pure light. If I insert film, whatever is on the film strip.
Yeah, correct.
So what is really appearing as the object?
Is the light.
Is the light. So what is life? Is you, the divine awareness, appearing as different characters. Because fundamentally, there is nothing else other than you. Everything else is you in different characters. We all think it's only Gemini Ganeshan who did 10, there's a famous movie, no? Where he did 10 characters. Shivaji Ganeshan in one of the famous Tamil movie. And I think it was also done in Hindi. Many in all languages, there are all these movies where the same hero does the double character. And there's one famous movie where he did 10 characters. Does anybody remember that movie? The Tamil movie. He did 10 characters.
Thiruvilayadal Puranam.
Okay. Do you know the Hindi equivalent? Navratri. Okay. Doesn't matter. You can find out. It doesn't matter. But, okay, let's say the most popular, Sita or Gita. In that Sita or Gita, Hema Malini acted as Sita and Gita. Okay, so Sita is docile, fearful, very obedient. Gita is very flamboyant, aggressive, tomboyish, right? But the watcher of the movie knows that it is Hema Malini who is acting as a double character. The watcher of the movie knows that. But the character in the movie doesn't know it. There is there is, I don't remember whether it's Dharmendra or somebody. I think it is Dharmendra who falls in love with Gita. No, with Sita. And then, when she gets replaced with Geeta, he's very taken aback. So like that, the character in the movie is not able to distinguish. But the watcher, that, there's a double character happening. That's why you are enjoying the movie in a totally different way. Like that, life is nothing but you taking different forms and shapes.
Can you say the film strip here is provided by the mind?
Film strip is your impressions on the mind.
Mind. Mm.
Various impressions you've
The
gathered.
thoughts. The thoughts are
Various,
like the strips.
various thoughts and patterns of thoughts you've. See, right now, when I showed that what is moving, that flag picture, right? What is moving in that flag picture?
It's a mind actually played the strip.
Suddenly, because of the memory you have established, that flags always flutter, you answered like that. If I had shown the same flag, the same picture, rather, same picture to a small baby, what is moving? And if let's assume the baby has never seen a flag, then the baby would not see any movement at all.
Yeah.
But you saw movement because of the patterns of thought that's embedded within you. So like that, you and I are constantly seeing the movie projected by our mind. Nothing else. So just like this picture here. See this picture? This is what is happening. There is a movie which is constantly being projected on the screen called your mind. And you are the watcher of that movie. And depending upon the viewpoint you take, you can notice pure light or you can notice the object on the screen. When you get immersed in the object on the screen, you call it as life. That is what you call as my life, because you continue to see certain kinds of characters. What is your life? Your life is nothing but some segments of memory. Though in that life, in that particular memories, so many other objects also may come. But some objects you exclude. You may have gone to a place called, let's say, Kodaikanal. And you might have gone there, maybe, let's say, with your family. And you might have seen in that same picture 1,000 other people. But when I ask you, describe, what happened in Kodaikanal, your tendency is to describe it through what you call as my life, meaning my objects. What are my objects? My family members are my objects. And what is my family? Again, is a division that you have written in your own mind. Certain forms is what you associate as my members of the family. Certain other forms which appeared in Kodaikanal, for the time being, in your mind, you are interpreting as not mine. So fundamentally, mine and not mine is also an interpretation by you. Whatever is mine is my family, is mine. Are you able to see this distinction, Rajini ji?
Yes. Perfect.
So continuing back, Kamla ji, then where was that question? Where did we remove it? Here, yeah. So Kamla ji, what is the criteria? Are you there, Kamla ji?
Yes, I am there, Vijay ji. So what is the criteria for dividing between the I am not able to understand because everything is appearing and disappearing, and it is all our perception. So, what is the criteria we are talking?
Ajnana, ignorance.
Ignorant. Okay.
It's only in ignorance that I divide something as jada and ajada,
Mm,
isn't it?
right.
Otherwise, initially I may divide something as, for example, I'm showing now how many objects are there in my hands. How many objects are there in my hand right now through the video that you're seeing?
There are two objects.
Two objects. How are you saying there are two objects?
Two in the sense because
What is helping you to know that there are two objects?
my eyes.
True, but through the eye, what is that you are distinguishing to know that there are two objects?
So, my mind is telling that there are two objects.
True,
in
correct.
your
But what is
hand.
the criteria? What is the, how are you noticing that there are two objects? There must be some boundary, no, between two objects. What is the boundary you are noticing?
Space.
No.
It's a form. There is a
See,
form for each.
this one has this shape, this one has this shape, and in between
There is a gap. Okay, you
there
are
is a gap, right?
discriminating.
If there was no gap, for example, right now, am I holding two objects or one object?
One object.
How are you saying it is one object? Because you're not able to notice
The
this,
second one.
this space, whatever this khali jaga, this akasha, you are not able to notice the khali jaga.
Mm.
So wherever you notice khali jaga, you tend to say it is distinct. Are you able to see? Are you able to see this now? Now let me ask this question. Is this one object? You said yes.
Mm.
Now I'll give you a highly magnified vision.
Mm.
And you're able to see the molecules. Now, is it one object or millions of molecules?
Millions of molecules, because you are giving me a magnified, I'm able to see through that. And so even the micro things is able to be, I'm able to see
that now no more this is one object, this is now millions of molecules.
Correct.
I'll give you now further deeper vision. Atoms. Now you will say, now trillions of atoms, right? It is no more one object, but trillions of atoms.
There is no one object at all. It's a big one. There are many in it.
There are many. Now I'll give you even further grander vision. And you are able to notice simply the energy that is appearing as this atom.
Right, right.
How many energies are there?
There is only one energy, right? Maybe
How many energy is there in this object?
only one energy.
Is this energy different from this energy?
No, at energy level, everything is one and the same.
So how many objects are there in reality?
There are no objects, only energies.
There's only energy. However, what caused you to initially answer two objects? Because you only stopped at surface level.
Boundary. Okay. Limitation.
At the whatever is visible through the eyes is the only reality of life. You stopped at that interpretation. And what stopped you from asking further question? That is all.
I believe that it is only two.
And my belief is my ignorance, isn't it?
Right.
So fundamentally, therefore, what is the criteria for dividing?
That ignorance.
Ignorance. When I've not examined, when I've not asked that question, then I continue to foster my own belief and I continue to divide. Where there is in reality no division. Great masters have been saying, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, this is all but one family. Yeah, it's all good for Prabhuji, not for me. I'm yet to awake.
Yeah.
He's so loving and kind towards everybody, but that is after some years. Maybe I will get there.
Correct.
That is the limitation or ignorance we keep.
Where in my mind?
Mind.
When? Now. How long does it take to dissolve that limitation?
No time.
No time. So, but I still continue to believe that, I'm ignorant. I still continue to believe that I'm some object. I still continue to believe as if, I am that and you are that.
Mm.
Why?
Because of our vasanas and samskaras.
Because of my belief system. That is what you call as vasana, no?
Right. Yeah.
Who can get rid of my belief system?
I only.
I only. No one else can help me. Now, can you reflect on the next question? What is superimposition that the Kavi is talking about?
Superimposition is that like the Maya, right?
Correct. But you can take the example of the film that we just now spoke about, right? In that, what is getting superimposed? What is the superimposition?
Superimposition is that a picture, right? We feel the
Correct,
picture
exactly.
is real.
What is there in reality? Only light. But
Light.
in between, if I slide the picture, that gets projected.
Right.
Is there really a superimposition happening? Meaning, is the light ever getting modified as that object on the screen? In
The
that
light is real, but the picture, when you change the picture, it appears as if it is real.
True. But my question is, has the light become that swan?
No.
It appears as if it has become swan.
Right.
That's the magic of that movie, no?
Right. It gives life to that picture.
But
Right.
light has not become the picture.
Right.
So if that movie strip is not there, what remains?
Light remains.
Light remains. Is there any situation where you have not been there? In your life, is there any situation where you have not been there?
No.
But which you, we never clarify. We
That
always
is-
give attention to the object me.
Exactly. BMI. Right.
Who was born? I was born. Who fell and hurt the knees? I. Who got scolded? Me. So in all these different situations, as a sister, as a child, as a body, I'm going through modification. So I falsely attribute myself as those.
Correct.
So is the third question, is a division real or illusion?
It's an illusion.
Clear,
There's
no?
such thing. Right.
Is it because Prabhuji said so?
No, Vijayji. We understood, right?
You're able to see it.
Right.
Now, how are you going to interact with an inert object?
Interact with an inert object.
Because the question was, how does a realized being interact with an inert object? Now you've realized. You've realized, correct?
I don't find any difference between an inert and me.
Correct. That is why everything is as important as you are.
Right.
However, that doesn't mean that you become ignorant of the form and the function. In Kannada, there is a gade. Okay, so naina simhasanada ಮೇಲೆ ಕೂರ್ಸಲ್ಲ. Dog, Just because dog is also divine, you don't make the dog the king of the country. Because in the phenomena, in the world of our Maya,
Material.
you still need to distinguish. Form and the function, you still need to distinguish. I won't use this object same as this object. Because this object has a different purpose, this object has a different purpose.
Correct.
At an object level, there is still a distinction.
Mm.
But in reality,
There is
both
no
are
difference.
divine.
Mm.
So now, what is your viewpoint for the last question, Ji?
Is it necessary to come out? Can anything be done to come out of the illusion? So if it in a normal, if you are not a realized person, then that you have to come out of that ignorance.
Why?
Because that will because all the unreal and all the see, there is no division actually, but we feel that division is there and we are limiting ourselves, right? So that we need to come out of it.
Correct. By limiting what is happening, by limiting myself, by constantly falsely attributing myself as an object, what is happening?
I think whatever I see is real.
True.
And I live in that same perception. And if we we will be getting into the cycle of birth and death, right? We will not become an enlightened person.
No, but what is the point of becoming an enlightened person?
It is the
What-
cause of suffering, to come out of that suffering, because anything separate from me is the cause of suffering. So when I realize that the end of the thing, that we are the same, that is the end of suffering.
Are you suffering right now? Are you in suffering right now, Rajini ji?
When I think of some situation which
When
was
I
not very
think of some situation, again in your mind you went into some past or some future. My question is not that. My question is, are you suffering right now?
no, right now, no. I'm enjoying.
Who is enjoying?
The mind itself, right?
Is the mind enjoying? Can the mind enjoy?
Can the mind enjoy?
Can the mind enjoy? Who is conscious? Mind or you?
You, me, yeah,
So who is enjoying?
me.
And how are you enjoying? Because you just now figured out that you are not the mind.
Okay.
Are you ever suffering? Have you ever been suffering?
Okay. No, so the suffering, when we say, it is in the mind. That's what we're trying to say.
It's in the mind, isn't it? What is suffering? Describe suffering to me, Rajini ji.
When I'm not in a very comfortable position.
Who is not in a comfortable position? Let's say, for example, you make me sit on the chair. And the chair has, let's say, some spikes. Okay. And the spikes are constantly pushing. Not a very comfortable. No, you keep on shifting. It's not very comfortable, right? But the question is, who is not comfortable in that situation?
The body.
The body. Are you the body? When you falsely attribute yourself as I am the body, you say I am not comfortable. It is not to say that you should not take the body and make it sit on a comfortable chair. That is not to say that. But it is to help you realize you are not suffering in that situation. The pain from that spike is not for you, but it is being seen by you. You are the one who is able to give that understanding that, oh, the body is sitting on a place that is not conducive for the body. The body is being pricked. Is that
I'm feeling that pain. And
And sometimes you willingly go through that pain. If let's say somebody is doing
Yeah.
acupressure, you willingly go through that pain, or somebody is cutting your body for a surgery, you'll willingly go through that pain. Sometimes you'll complain. But in either case, you are not going through that pain. Can you see that? So have you ever suffered, Rajini?
The you has not suffered, but the mind, when the mind superimposes itself that I'm that mind, then yes, the suffering is there. It is when I think that I am the mind, when I think I'm in the situation, or when I think that I'm a body or my body is undergoing some pain, and I associate myself with the pain, matlab, I become the pain, then I'm suffering. Otherwise, if the distinction is so clear that I am not the body, I'm not the mind, then definitely there is no suffering.
Is the distinction clear for you
Yeah.
right now? Is the distinction clear?
Yes. Yes.
Then where is the question of if the distinction is clear?
Now the distinction is very clear, but we tend to again forget
Who is that we
we
who are tending to again relapse?
the body, mind, intellect.
Who is that we? You just now used the sentence as we tend to again go back, relapse. Who is that we that you are referring to?
The group or
All
the people, many people. Let's forget
Where
that.
are the group of people?
Again in the mind,
In whose mind?
my mind.
So, in all situations of your life, you are the one who is going into that relapse mode. Why are you falsely accusing others of what you are going through?
Correct. Absolutely.
So, I relapse. Why? Because my mind has gotten into that habitual pattern.
It feels a little bit better if I can put everyone together.
No, because fundamentally others are not separate. I am me, you are you, you are me. So therefore, it's okay. However, in terms of understanding, there is no. Why am I falsely accusing others of my own uh, either ignorance or my own so-called enlightenment? I don't know
Very,
whether somebody is ignorant or enlightened.
that's very true. Very
The
true.
mind wants to take others also when there is a little bit negative thing.
Huh.
But achievement, the mind will say like, I did it.
So in enlightenment, you don't say we got enlightened.
Uh,
You didn't say we are realized. I am realized. So misery loves company. That's why people who drink alcohol, no, they like company. They like to invite others. So like that, ignorance is alcohol. I like to invite others. Misery loves company. So in the fundamental analysis, only you are there. And you just now told, and I hope it is true for you, that you have clear that you are not this body, mind, and intellect. And you are that pure awareness. Is that a statement out of your own inner seeing or because somebody else is saying, Rajniji?
No, it's of my understanding, my own inner understanding, yes. But that has been made clear by the gurus and the mentors, yes.
Fine, which is fine. But that is your inner clarity. And that is the not just clarity, it's not just an intellectual idea. That is
It
how
is.
it is, isn't it?
yeah. Vijayji, just that I try to use this analogy. If I find like let's say I'm going from A to B every day through a same route, and it is like a lot of bumpy and right, and one day somebody says there is a better route, Okay, so you go through this, and that is the day I am aware of this new route, and I go through it. But the next day, if I don't remember due to the habit pattern, I will by default go through the old route and like suffer. And that's like, oh, why did I come? It should
Correct.
have. But that rewiring, that habit making through this new knowledge is where I feel the effort has to be put.
Correct.
Mm.
Correct. That is what we, in technical terms, we call it as vasanakshaya. And among the vasanas, the binding vasana, I am BMI is the binding vasana. I am an object is the binding vasana. So that has to be dissolved through right jnana. So you have never been in suffering. Whatever picture is appearing, you are falsely associating yourself as the picture or as the object. So therefore you are suffering. Much like how in some movies, something is happening and you also are crying. There is an emotional scene and you are also crying. Nothing is happening to you. It's only happening on the screen. And that too, nothing is happening on the screen in reality. It's only light. Light appearing as blue, yellow, green, various colors and shades. But you somehow, your mind is geared to detect forms. You're geared to detect forms. Which forms? Forms at some superficial level. And I can change that vision. If I give you X-ray vision, you can change that vision. But in absence of that change in perception, the tendency is to see the outside and to use the outside initial sensation as the basis of reality. And therefore, the feeling that I am suffering. So I am suffering is also a false notion. You've never been suffering. However, again, I'll press the question. Is it necessary to come out? Rajini ji?
Necessary to come out of what?
Is it necessary to come out of this illusion?
Yes, 100%.
100%. And what is your viewpoint? Why should you come out? Why do you want to come out?
Exactly. If I start associating myself with every scene, with every individual, with every object, I'm bound to be upset or suffer. So if I have to come out of that suffering, then I have to understand, who am I? Why am I suffering, or why is it because of that? I have to.
Correct. So, depending upon one's own inner evolution, I may be very happy with the movie. So then, it may not even occur to me that, I need to wake up. So that's what the Kavi prompted us in the previous shloka, right? Atma Ajnana Mahanidra. From the great sleep of immense ignorance. Great sleep of immense ignorance. Atma Ajnana Mahanidra. And we contemplated what is Mahanidra in our last session. Is this great ignorance. So sometimes ignorance is bliss. We keep on saying that. So I may be so
Why do you
happy.
say that? I need to go to the root of that.
So
Sir,
yes, Nalini Amma.
I'm getting one thought, the dream rain cannot make us wet.
Correct.
Correct, no?
Correct. Excellent example. Dream rain cannot make me wet. Though during the dream rain, I feel wet. Very nice, very nice. But I feel wet. So illusion, the illusion of the dream or the changes in life cannot make me suffer.
Yeah,
But the dream rain, the dream suffering is there.
Vijayji, the way I see this question is like the last question is that story we give, right, where a donkey is like tied with a rope every day, and one day the rope is not there, and the person is told to make that action, so the donkey thinks that it's again tied. So yeah, I never suffered, but I'm the donkey, like who's thinking that like I've been tied and with the invisible rope. So I just have to come out of it. I have to
Yeah.
realize that there is nothing which is tying me.
Yeah.
I was always free.
Yeah.
So if Chidabasa is not there, then no transaction only.
Huh. So to have some spice in life, Chidabasa is very valuable. Otherwise, simply on the movie screen, if simply light is appearing, what is there? So there is no
No,
spice. Rajkumar has to appear, Bharti has to appear, Amitabh Bachchan has to appear. They have to fight with each other. They have to cry. They have to shout. Then there is some masala.
is masala needed, Vijayji?
Depends on you. That is the nature of life.
No, this
Yeah.
all energy patterns. No, sorrow is also energy patterns.
True. All
Happiness.
of that is true. But is it needed? That is not a relevant question. It is there. Observing that it is there is the relevant identification. Um, what is use of it is up to you.
As a teenager, you need the spicy food, and then like as you get older, settle for the plan.
So as you go into middle age, you find out that that spice has caused cholesterol, and now
Yeah, acidity, and then you settle down for the sattvic food.
and then you
This is chemistry.
yeah. Uh, suffering is good to enable you to enjoy the not suffering. See, without suffering, you cannot enjoy the not suffering.
You said right, the acupuncture, acupressure, that suffering is given to relieve the suffering, right?
Yeah. So, all right. So, Kamalaji, any other points, Ji, from your viewpoint?
No, Vijayji.
No suffering.
Rajita Ji, anything else from your viewpoint?
Yes, Vijayji. So here the jiva can come out of the illusion. Is the jiva is the jiva can be made a choice, or it is also
Jiva
predestined?
itself is not real. Which Jiva are you talking about?
Okay.
Realize
Uh,
that you are not the
I,
Jiva. The question comes
uh,
can only when I become a particular Jiva. Am I the daughter or the sister or the wife or the
uh,
husband or the
correct,
uh,
correct. Uh,
the donkey or the monkey? What am I?
mm, yes, yes.
Only
So
that
the
Jiva thinks that I have a choice to make.
mm, yes. Okay. So root it is a whenever
Ignorance alone causes that I am a Jiva. Therefore, the question stems that, oh, do I have to make an effort?
uh,
Who is that who is asking that question? Do I have to make an effort? Which character is making that question, bringing that question? The seeker,
seeker who
right?
is in ignorance, yeah,
The seeker object, the seeker character. This is
who is
seeker character,
entangled.
no? And the seeker character is different from the mother or the sister or the husband or the wife character, no?
Yes,
Because when I'm the husband character or the mother character, I'm not the seeker.
yes,
So the mother or the husband doesn't have that question.
ah,
So only the seeker character. So which means if this question itself is appearing and disappearing, then it is an illusion.
yes.
So seeker is itself an illusion. And it is the seeker who is claiming I'm a jivi. So that's an
Yes.
illusion.
Mm. Okay. So it is not, it is like, it's not my decision that I am attending today's class.
Again,
It is happening.
who is attending today's class? Who is attending? The Rajita that came at the 6 o'clock is not the Rajita that is there now. As a body also, as a mind also.
Mm.
So who is really there? Only the divine awareness is always there. And Rajita is a figment of imagination of the divine awareness. The dream of the divine awareness is one particular form of the divine awareness is named as Rajita.
Yes. So
And in
the
Rajita's
effort
dream,
is
Saravanan-ji, Rajini-ji, Vijay-ji, Satsanga is all happening. And a grand illusion that, I'm getting enlightened.
So, Vijayji, in the canvas of the consciousness, there is nothing like inert, there's nothing like conscious. It's only my perception of that.
It's only your, when there is a thinking pattern, no? The thinking pattern. See, for example, what is this object can be named as? What can this object be named as, Rajini-ji?
This is that holder for that specs, no?
Right? That is one way you can name. I can name it as pencil holder. I can put a few pens and pencils and I can say this is a pencil holder, right?
Correct.
So how you name depends on you. It depends on, what kind of memory pattern you have, what kind of usage or function that you're expecting from this object. So naming itself is not absolute. It is simply in that particular point of time, you named it something.
Mm-hmm.
So likewise, you and I in the mind have a tendency to name things. But that naming is temporary, transient. So it is just this naming habit that I have to see, not that I have to get rid of it. It's okay to call this as a pouch for specs, as a holder for pen, right? It's okay to give all these names. That way I can refer to this when I need to, function in the world, right? But realize that it is I who has named it as pouch. In reality, it is neither a spec holder nor a pen holder. In reality, it is appearing in my awareness. And one day, it may completely disappear. Is that bringing clarity?
One day it might completely disappear as in as an object.
As an object. As an object. As this object. In this form.
Then I would realize that this is nothing but an energy or whatever you might call.
Not that day. You can realize now, here and now. Now only you realized that this is nothing but energy. Knowing fully well this is energy, you are still okay to play with its appearing and disappearing form. Knowing fully well is when you play and when that play is enjoyable. The child knows, which goes to the ocean, the beach, and makes all those castles and palaces. And when the wave comes and takes it away, the child knows that this can happen, but still is so involved in creating that form. And that's the beauty of life. So in other words, why are we doing all this? Simply time pass karle kai.
No, Vijayji, it is not time pass because as Guruji says, we need to inquire, contemplate, and to get rid of the illusions. This conversation
Why
is required.
Rajita ji? That was the question. Is it necessary to come out?
So for some, it may not be necessary, Rajita ji. Again, depends on someone's viewpoint. But however, right now, because we are in the satsanga, yes.
Ah.
See, again, please understand. Any answer is given in a contextual or in any context.
Ah.
Okay, so as an example, for a suffering person, what is the answer given? Come into Atma Jnana. You'll come out of your
Yes.
suffering. Because
Correct.
he's so deeply entrenched in suffering.
Yes.
So therefore, answer depends contextually.
Yes. 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 For a 18-year-old who is enjoying, who wants to, his definition of life is different. So for a midlife person, his definition, his context is different. So because we are in this group, we have given time to it. So I think from my side, the when you explain what is happening, why it is happening, and for when you explain to others, it goes deep inside me, deep inside the subconscious mind, so that when I when the actual sequences happen, then suddenly the things which have inquired and analyzed in the satsanga, they pop up, and there are chances that I'm not trapped into the challenges.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
that is how it has helped me. So
Yeah.
yeah. I
So that
think
is
it
what?
is
Can anything be done? Yes.
yes.
It's very much possible.
And that is the
Very much
answer
possible.
to Padmaja ji's question also. She had some question in the chat. How can we allow more light to?
How do I remove the film strip so that I can see?
Yes.
No, you don't have to remove the film strip. Realize that film strip is also divine light only. What is appearing on the screen is also nothing but divine light only. So therefore, there are two ways of seeing more of divine light. One is that there is really no division, that this and that and that and everyone else is nothing but divine only. Navaratri is a celebration of divine in forms. Shivaratri is celebration of divine in the formless absolute reality. Both are real in the sense of this is never changing and this is always changing. So Navaratri and Shivaratri. So Navaratri attitude is I embrace the world. I accept everything in the world. I accept Bhadrakali. I accept uh, the Shanta Durga. I accept the Bhikara Rupa of Durga. I accept everything. That is, I become part of everything. I accept everything as part of me. I have no inhibition. As something is good, something is bad. Something is superior, something is inferior. This is nice, this is not nice. When I leave all these attitudes, who is divine, who is not divine, who is enlightened, who is not enlightened, who is neat, who is not neat, when I drop all these false notions and when I embrace the world as is, that is the true spirit of Navaratri. That is also a fully realized way of functioning. I also realize that all of these forms are constantly changing in my presence. And I am this unseeable, unseen awareness. I am that. That's an absolute, unchanging aspect of me. That is also realization. It is not that this or that. It is 0, infinite. In one sense, are both the same. In Navaratri, I'm becoming infinite. In Shivaratri, I'm becoming 0. So Shivaratri to Navaratri, Navaratri to Shivaratri is a beautiful, wonderful, magical, mystical aspect of existence. So how can I see more?
Vijayji, sorry for the interpretation.
Yeah.
I understood your Navratri. I didn't understand your Shivaratri.
Shivaratri is, where you realize you are formless, shapeless, divine awareness, which you cannot put in a particular form. No, there is no particular division. In Navaratri, any form is me only. In Shivaratri, my Nirguna Nirakara. So, and that one can only be interpreted in terms of our speech as 0. Because there is no particular shape or form I can associate. No thing, nothing. So the no thing, Nirguna Nirakara aspect of me is Shivaratri. Shiva itself means that which is not. That which
Unchanging.
is, yes,
Unchanging.
unchanging.
Unchanging is witnessing changing. That's all.
Is the yeah, correct. And unchanging is not separate from the changing.
Yeah.
The change is not separate from the unchanging.
Mm.
The unchanging itself is appearing as changing.
Yeah.
So that is
Is
why
it-
Shiva and Parvati, Shiva and Shakti. The Shakti form of me is the Navaratri. The
Yeah.
Shiva form of me is the Shivaratri.
Changing items. Changing items is Navaratri. Unchanging item is Shivaratri.
Yes. There is no
Understood.
unchanging items. There is only one unchanging item.
So nothing. No thing.
No thing itself is everything.
Yeah.
No thing is everything.
Thank you.
Yeah. Rajita ji, anything else?
Nothing, Vijayji. Clear.
Okay. Anupama ji, is there
Yes,
anything?
Ji. Yeah, now if the shloka is understanding, then now I ask the beginning question, Vijay Ji. Introduce yourself. Why is it is a big question and there is no answer?
again, when you're answering, you have to assume certain boundary conditions and answer. So, in the ultimate analysis, absolutely correct. No way to answer in the ultimate analysis. However, in a play, in Ramayana, let's say you are wearing, the Hanumanta's dress. You will not come and say, I'm Rama. You will come and say, I'm Hanumanta. As long as you are in the drama. And as long as you're aware that you're playing the drama, it's okay to introduce yourself as Hanumanta.
That is okay in any other places, Vijay Ji, but in Satsanga and in, AVSC class, that is the greatest mistake, I feel.
No, here also you can introduce yourself in 2 ways. Actually, I cannot introduce myself. However, for the time being, I'll introduce myself as this. Is also okay. So place your own boundary conditions. What drama you are playing. So that's also okay. Does it make sense, Ji?
Raji.
Okay. All right. Padmaja ji, anything else? Has your question been sufficiently answered?
Yes, Vijayji. Thank you so much.
Wonderful. Kamla ji, is there anything else?
No, Vijayji.
Okay.
In today's class, the most thing which I loved is that energy part.
You got the X-ray vision.
Yeah, it's so beautiful.
So we all say Arjuna got a Divya Rupa Darshana, right?
Right.
So momentarily he got some vision. So today Kamalaji had Divya Rupa Darshana. Nice. Sharanji, is there anything else?
You're good. You're good.
Okay. So if there's no other question, then we will end our today's session here. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Sarvam Shri Krishnarpanamastu.